unexplained wealth, no? Kung this is the only way we can actually explain kung tama ba po yung naka-reflect sa SALN na declared asset, declared liability at saka yung legal lawful income na tinatanggap na ating Vice Presidente. So inyong pong pagmamarka sa pagkakaalam ko po, and Attorney J. Talosa can correct me if I'm wrong, it's not the stage of admissibility ng evidence. Para lang po mapresenta at masimplify kung ano yung ipepresenta ng mga possible na mga ebidensya. Hindi ang korte po ang may kapangyarihan para i-admit ito. So from the very start na ayaw nila, it only speaks to us one thing, no? Na parang takot sila mabuksan itong box na ito. No? Baka ito yata yung smoking gun. In fact, hindi lang hata ito smoking gun. Para mukhang armory na itong box na ito, no? So it only speaks about their unwillingness to face the charges head on. Kung may tamang proseso naman po na nilatag para maipresenta ng prosecution ang kanilang mga ebidensya na ayon naman sa rules ng Senate ay hindi naman to itong punto ng pag-admit ng evidence but merely to mark the potential evidence that the prosecution would present, and then that stage alone, that early stage alone, i-object nila vehemently. Isa lang ang nasa utak ng ating taong bayan, sa isipan ng ating taong bayan. Natakot sila doon sa pagbubukas ng box na ito na galing sa BIR. Takot sila at wala silang maipaliwanag doon sa unexplained wealth na artikulo na kina-charge under the Articles of Impeachment.
Kong tsaka yung dalawang spokesman. Tanong ko na rin po, ano po ba yung laman ng box?
ITR po. Yes, Attorney J. Tolosa, you can proceed.
Tama ho eh. Ito ho ay sinumite, no, ng BIR dun sa House Committee on Justice pursuant to a subpoena issued to them directing them to submit ITR filings of the respondent, her spouse, and their financial interests.
Kung dadagdagan ko po kasi kahapon din po na-explain ko ito ni Congresswoman De Lima and Attorney J can confirm this, na isa din po doon sa magiging defense ng papresenta ng defense ay partly the ITRs, kung di ako nagkakamali, o dokumento galing sa BIR. So nagtataka po ang prosecution kung isa po yun sa kanilang ipipresenta as a way of also presenting to the court yung kanilang defense, bakit itong pinanggalingan ng ITR na pinanggalingan din ng kanilang magiging ebidensya ay ayaw nilang pabuksan. So instead of clarifying to the court and to the public minds na handa sila sumagot sa lahat ng paratang sa Vice Presidente, mukhang half-baked ang gusto nilang pag-uusap ng sa impeachment court. Ayaw nila yung buong picture because the ITR box nanggaling po sa BIR, that will give us the whole financial picture of what we are discussing here regarding the SALN and the unexplained wealth. Mukhang ang gusto nila half-baked lang. Wag na nating pag-usapan ng buo. So of course, the impeachment court ay may kapangyarihan naman po sila sa discretion po nila kung ano yung i-admit nila ng mga ebidensya. Ito lang po ay marking. Kumbaga, pagdating po ng korte, lahat naman po tayo nanonood ng mga trial drama. Na ang markings lang po para ma-simplify kung if ever na pag-uusapan na yung artikulo, and Attorney J can confirm this, we can immediately refer to a particular document, exhibit ganito. Para mas mapadali, expeditious yung trial, hindi masyadong conflagrated yung issue, specific at particular yung nire-refer natin na dokumento na ayon doon sa particular na artikulo na pinag-usapan ng korte.
And if I can just quickly add, your question is, ano ho bang laman itong document ng box na ito? And this is actually precisely one of the reasons why we wanted to be open, no? Pero once and for all, let's open it together, no? And then we could inventory its contents, no? Para malaman na natin ano ba exactly ang mga documents na nandyan and markahan na as pointed out by Kong Zia, total both parties mentioned in their respective pre-trial briefs their reservation of evidence, which is this BIR submissions.
At saka we are very perplexed, no? Kasi the opening of the box will not only be with the Senate or the impeachment court with the prosecution alone. Hindi naman po supervised naman po ata ito na opening ng box. Ibig sabihin nandun din ang depensa. So it's very perplexing na if ever that this box will be open, it's also before in the presence of the defense. So doon ho tayo nagkakaroon din ng palaisipan kung bakit ayaw nila. Samantalang sila mismo ay magsusupervise sila sa marking nitong mga na marking ng mga dokumento na nilalaman nitong box na ito.
To clarify lang po, ngayon pong tapos na yung pre-trial conference at hindi po namarkahan yung BIR box, pwede pa rin po siyang i-present, tama po ba?
Definitely, no. But well, first of all, what happened? So we filed a written request, asking for the opening of the box, and then yesterday, ang naging resolution ho ng clerk of court is to give the defense until the end of day today to file a written response. So it's still possible, that when the impeachment court resolves this matter, sasabihin na let's open it. This could be done either before the first hearing on July 6th or even while the trial is already ongoing. Pwede naman ho yan. So it doesn't mean that it was not open today for close na possibility. But in our position is it would have been better if it was open during the pre-trial conference, since precisely yan ho yung mga isang reason but ginagawa ho yan para ma-identify na at mamarkahan na mga ebidensya ng mga magkabilang panig.
Tsaka idadagdag ko lang kay Attorney Jay, I think nung na-experience naman po natin at saksihan na po natin even during the Corona impeachment trial, there were evidence that were presented while the court was ongoing, the trial was ongoing. So minamarkahan naman po yan even during the trial of then the late Chief Justice. So that can also be done in this current trial. So hindi naman po yan baguhan while the trial is ongoing, meron naman pong way to mark this evidence.
Sorry, tanong ko na rin po, after po ba nila mag-file ng comment, ano po bang susunod?
Okay. So we will wait for the impeachment court to act on that matter, And in fact, since the pre-trial conference has concluded yesterday, so the impeachment secretary would have, or clerk would have 10 days, to issue a pre-trial order. So we would be waiting for that.
Thank you po.
Salamat, Billy. Puntahan natin si Tina Panganiban Perez from GMA7 for her questions. Tina?
Thank you po. Attorney Tolosa, earlier you said that it was the decision of the panel to have whatever evidence they want marked, and that at the stage of the pretrial conference, hindi dapat nag-o-object yung kabilang party. Sir, ito layman question. Kung unusual yung pag-object ng defense panel dun sa pag-open ng BIR box, why didn't the prosecution panel insist on having it marked, since ebidensya nyo naman yun and you don't need to explain why you want it marked?
Actually, to correct that, we definitely insisted that we be allowed to market, and it was met with repeated and vehement objections on the part of the defense. So we really tried to have it marked. But since the ruling made by the impeachment clerk was just to give the other party an opportunity to respond to this in writing and then just wait for the resolution. So that's what happened.
Opo, nabanggit po ni Chair Luistro that kung mag-agree naman yung defense, hindi na kailangan ng comment from both parties. Meron po bang like backdoor usap between the two panels na since ebidensya niyo rin naman ito, pamarkahan na natin ngayon?
No, we didn't see any need for that, no? Kasi precisely, both parties identified in their pre-trial briefs as part of their reserved documentary exhibits, the BIR submissions. No? So, kaya ang tingin namin, this should not be a contentious issue since pareho natin gustong gamiting ebidensya to, then let's open it, let's mark it. So, we didn't see any need for that.
Opo, sir, going to another topic. Naglista po kasi yung prosecution, di ba, ng several witnesses. Excluding the hostile witnesses, were all the witnesses on the list convinced, or did they already say that they will face the trial, give testimony during the trial? I mean, lahat ba sila umuo na mag-witness?
Except for the
Hostile witnesses.
hostile witnesses. Well, there are some, as you would see, there are reserved witnesses. No, because this pertains to people that we will have to request the court to issue subpoena so that we could present them as witnesses. So usually, kapag ganyan, possible ho yan yung subpoena is not directed to a particular person, but for example, an officer with these duties in a particular government agency. And then that government agency would send the appropriate representative. So, but for others, of course, they're very much willing to testify.
Ma'am Tina,
Yes po.
dadagdagan ko lang, no? Remember po the articles of impeachment. Nakita naman po natin during the confirmation hearing that those guests or those witnesses that were present, that were actually invited, ay mga galing po na empleyado, officers ng ating pamahalaan. So they themselves know exactly their responsibility and obligation to heed the request coming from the court. So I'm not preempting whatever is the arrangement as to the presentation of the witnesses, but what I can tell you is that these witnesses who we've seen during the confirmation hearings would be the exact witnesses that will be presented to the court na alam naman po nila kasi galing po silang, ang tinetestify lang po nila is the veracity ng mga dokumentong dinala po nila during the confirmation hearings. And I don't think there will be any trouble if we are talking of the obligation of these employees, not only to their work, but their mandate, but also to heed the request of the court.
Opo. I'd like to be specific about my question. Yung si Sheriff Andres po kasi, nakausap po ba siya ng PROSEC and did he agree to give his testimony before the impeachment court?
Yeah, I hope you would understand that we can't give specifics with regard to evidentiary matters at this point.
Okay, I understand, sir. Ito isa pa pong specific. Yung Mary Grace Piatos, how will the prosecution present someone who has no birth, death, or marriage records? Parang someone who does not exist.
Mukhang I'll take it from there muna no, before Attorney Jay responds.
Yes, Kong Zia.
Unang-una, si Mary Grace Piatos is very central figure during our good government investigation. And in fact, her name again popped up during the confirmation hearing of the Committee on Justice. We wanted for the agencies involved in determining the existence of a particular person with this particular name na ma-confirm sa Committee on Justice na meron din talagang totoong Mary Grace Piatos na hindi to fictitious character. This is based on an actual living person. Unfortunately, the PSA came out with the report that there's no record whatsoever na mayroon Mary Grace Piatos na pinanganak, nagkaroon ng marriage contract or whatever, no? So in the matter of presentation of the articles of impeachment, ang sinasabi po natin, katotohanan at pawang katotohanan lamang ang ilalatag natin sa Senado at sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Our contention is that, and confirmed by the PSA, that Mary Grace Piatos does not exist and has no record. And therefore, the logical conclusion that we can derive is that the acknowledgement receipts